Yeah, we've heard a lot of poetry. One of the reasons I sent this book to Erin, and thank you so much, Erin and Charlie, and for publishing this, was because you're interested in language, and this book is about language as well as about London and as well as about time and space. So I'll just read, it's this kind of narrative that runs all the way through it, but I'll just read you 15 minutes of it. Here goes. Tyburn blossom. Shimmer and flicker. Slick cab driver quicks her round the corner, laughs off the fare, says, "Don't you get smart, green girl, like the hicks from the sticks who in no time think London's not so clever. Fast lights, torch eyes, can't hold on to her hat which flies with a gust from the tube into Baker Street station. Watch your bag, green girl, watch your back. Walk with that carpet bag across concrete. Something big and hemmed in takes her hand, says, turn around, take it all in. Montpellier rise, Brent Cross, climb to the overpass to the big Sainsbury's, buy fruit she's never seen to wean on and sink in a duck egg cot with kids from places with exotic names. East Grinstead, Hassocks, Potter's Bar. They're right to keep out on the fridge door. Puss in Boots on the night bus, where a bloke called Mo says she's too much in the wrong place. Out with a boy from Belsize Park under big sky, leather jackets smart in his high-ceiling one-room bedsit, another side, shade of brick and stucco and lights, where their hair sprayed and dyed. After the bad seeds at Brixton's fridge, a suckle in the local calf. He asks her to run away with him if she'll switch for the rent to SW9. Strangler, street pad, cut purse. He gets her a fetus. Look after it for me, he says, and disappears. Many men knocking. Blue lights, black stockings, blood spatter outside the Swan. On that old morning, makeup caked into carpets, baby gone, she runs. Marie picks her up in her red car after she got paid for the bit part at the BBC. They go up West 1, huddle under dental drills and fire escape in Windpole Street, frolic in panic rooms and down big staircases, nick light bulbs from John Lewis, take cabs, but never pay. Teenager cool, drinking vodka lime in club toilets with a goth called Damage Control. The moon's still, reminds her of flowers, while she busies with pretty eyes and stolen checkbooks, zips up a no-good heart that knows it's somewhere under the books she stole. She carries a cardboard boxes full of toys, prams, powdered milk, Bonjela and spliff, excitable numb, sucks thumb, grows hair in W1 with all her fingers in a box room in W11, the smell of Sensimelia in the air. An ever summer above a shop called Bizarre Bazaar, ferments in the Golden Hinds and the Crown, punch drunk on Benylin and acid, piles her mates in, plays seance on a glass hotline, asks, is anybody there? John Lennon answers, says to give him some peace in heaven, and they scream and laugh. She sorts her vinyl collection, smokes with boys, blags a job in the record and tape exchange, spends nights piling up fried chicken boxes, Coca-Cola cans. They'll catch you, urchin, doxy, cutpurse, footpad, felon. They'll never catch you alive, on the run. Risk ways. Filch the filth in N7, derelict Irishman, bottles of Guinness, 70s carpets, hides out there at the world's end, at the Nag's Head. New light morning, dirt like nothing ever seen before. Smell of stale tobacco falling into pub floors. She nicks bottles of martini, incense, a black and white TV, a book on Lou Reed with a stolen credit card. Card sharp. Be local. Has a joke with the veterans propping up the bar. Walls become glass. She's huckster with her slick black hair gel and Mod Tucker. Practice spells, spelling and magic tricks. Bit faker, blabbing for a beak, all hokum cokum and cold coffee left out all night with roaches and Marlborough lights. Milch cow in the babes. Past the guest house, banged up by the bill, who see through her, green girl, back of the cell. Wait to see what the beaks have on her. Don't tell. Don't tell. The darkmans of it all, the hopeless Indian moll, see her going home. The pigeons are darker than she'd ever pocket, nicks a quid to avoid a lagging, screws, eyes to the nubs, stubbed out on the rub. They call her lucky girl, and off her rocker. Her mistake. Nothing means more than the moon. As she scours the streets for a snakesman, a sauce box, a girl in a ghetto, in a pack and a pickle, all off her chump. Disappears down those roads. Jackson Road, Holloway Road, Hornsey Road, Lowman Road. The newsagent shouts to her in Bengali as she runs down the mud-sunken A1 to the Enkill Arms. They know her face, her caste. Made the news again today. Hide out there for some time. Archway, dirt, stairs and debris melts her down. Housing office, Medina Road, Harvest Estate and Sawbell Sports Centre red paint. Runs Risk Road to the Seven Sisters where she lies low in N15 for a month till the devil blows over. High on speed to stay awake, pretends to like Arsenal, pretends to hate East Ham, waits for a hook and hoist to watch a clock, Glock, and half mourning until the rent's paid. A man follows in a car as she walks down the middle of the road at night, says, "Get in." She stares into his eyes and asks him what kind of man he is, grins him down with a knife in his smile as he drives away. Grove. Tore away at dead time, when the eyes bright with lackless and dew, devil girl Debbie, purse in her hand, goes night walking. Stray down Blackstock Road, in pointed shoes with worn sole, don't tell anyone where you've gone. The wrong side, meander river-like towards Plimsoll Road, Monsell Road, Wilberforce Road. Something catches her eye, glint into space. She can't know all the things ahead of her to catch her, the luck of the draw. Tear away, toe rag, a cut in the side of your purse, girl, go. Wandering down old green ways, green lanes, until she hits herself in the face with honey shawl frock and frocks, in an iron gate dell marked on the side of Drayton Park. She sees the nasty man off in the dark, roads and wisp, becomes an eye, becomes a tail, and the gap in the gate where it lets you in. Here, there's a croaker singing for you. Come in, Pollywog, Buttercup, Frog's Foot, Rain Girl, sit in the land where it all gives way. Tell the whole of North London who's come this way and who she'll bring here again in a spring. Who'll do your damage? Who'll be the pie man? Madcap boys with moon faces dark. They won't know, that's the sharp of it. Won't admit to what she's found. This clearing, unbuilt ground, in a pop of spawn egg land, London's moon path. Red paths. Simmering in N4, scores a crooked mile and walks the bridge to the park at night. Speaks to trees near the railway lines. Walks red paths, green lanes, holy ways, hiss back at men, thumps the top of cars, always dawn light, cherry blossom, boundary stones and lost keys. Know your place, cutpurse girl. Watch your back. A dark old rumour sits with her in Eel Pie House and the tavern, throws rocks into the boarded river, and she wants to hold a revolver, bury lungs in the marsh. Walk across brushwood into the tip of the island. Here's buskers caves into concrete. She's made of brick and sand dust. Walks past the dolly shops to Essex Road, down N1, down and draws a long bow into Time's desire line. It's there, where she is, near the fag and mag shops, where she's a lonely flash and flying mess until something says, turn around, take it all in, be the ghost of this place. She walks down paths, waves 20 years through time to the spot where she turns around, picks up what's left of the gold at the Whittington, cut to size. The damage gets done, cauterized. Cutpurse girl, Footpad, watch your back. Hold your own with the boys. The dried flowers shop, the stuffed animal shop, the record and tape shop, blood sunsets on Islington Green and Cutlass Smart on the 73 blagging her way into Gower Street. They won't deliver pizza to the Marquis estate. Cut purse, toe rag, turn again. Blind alleys. There, Nipper. Steals the key from her old lady's kipper, no fungus on his face, good clobber, keeps her looking, offers her Molly, knows she could do better. There was all that bad business down the railway lines. She remembers those tricks. It serves her to stitch it together, some good tunes in her record collection, some tall tales to keep him keen, drugs and cards. She gets Coke and chips, he orders beer. She says it smells of disinfectant in here, and he holds her hand, thanks her for that night where she put up with him. Says he still owes her speed and acid and a bottle of gin. He tells her in the Burger Bar on Holloway Road, the Solomon Grundy, the Queen's Head, the Nag's Head, he tells her, because there's nothing else to tell. There he was with his two bob job blown like a bottle with his zhuzhed up hair. His tales are queer, how his fam disappeared down blind alleys and dead ends. It's best not to know how the story ends, best to keep the secrets, but he keeps on. Spills his drink all over her dress. This is the last poem I'll read. Holloway's. She takes her cards out one by one, takes after a poor old duck who lies in bed all day with bad luck, dosed up on tamoxifen, a looker in her day. The old man turns cards around. Here's the burn card, all the way round, card sharp. She's here now in the sunken roads, somewhere to go, somewhere to be found. She sees it, there as the chips are down, the back of the cab job. Will it come out that she's sunken and dipped? Was it that old man playing knick-knack? She knows the answer, but can't tell. Sleight of hand, nymph of the discard tray. Gives it the patter, says it doesn't matter. Gets into cars with strangers, beards and taxi drivers. Turned out again. Pitter-patter down the Holloway, in ruby slippers for the pocket trick. Keeps you looking at the kiss me quick, while the mark misses his trick. She goes box jumping down Finsbury Park. All the while the true odds stay down. She can't stay shum. Chitter-chatter. Don't give the game away. Zigzag girl bends her back down the Holloways.